All right, everyone. So this is Ascended, our RPG Fantasy Fitness app, in its current state while we're actively building and testing out new features. If you don't know anything about Ascended, it's an RPG fitness app where you progress through the RPG by, you guessed it, working out. What you're looking at right now is the player's avatar, which is supposed to represent you. The point of the app is to get you to work out and to provide daily motivation over time, but there's actually going to be a long-term goal that's part of the app as well, which is to become one of the Ascended. And the Ascended are the elite warriors of our world of Arcadia, and they're going to be tasked with defeating and defending Arcadia against the invaders of Lycos. Now, to become Ascended, you have to meet 3 requirements. The first requirement on the bottom left corner is the rank system. And the rank system, how that works is you're going to rise through the ranks by competing with other users. There's going to be 10 ranks, and once you get to rank 5, which is the captain rank, you'll satisfy the first requirement. The second requirement is skills. Now, our app is a workout app, but it's about more than just working out. We have several categories of skills, which are meant to help you level up in all sorts of different ways. And so once you get 3 of these skills up to level 10, then you'll meet the second requirement to become Ascended. Now, the third requirement is Radiance. And Radiance is a currency that you're going to earn exclusively through group content like group missions, faction activities, etc., which is mostly going to be in the end game. It's going to take a long time to become Ascended. It could take weeks, if not months. And so there's going to be an ultimate goal in mind. And our app isn't just about providing daily motivation. It's going to be about that too, but it's about so much more than that. It's about leveling up and trying to become the final version of yourself. Now, there's going to be a story that's involved in our app, and to progress through the story, you have to do missions. Missions are one of the pillar features of our app, and that's how you're going to level up and progress and give your workouts meaning. And so how it's going to work is you're going to pick a mission to go on. You're going to read through the introductory part of the mission, and the introductory part is basically going to tell you what you're training for and what the point of the mission that you're going to go on is for. And so you're going to read through what the mission is about, and then once you read through it, you're going to start training for the mission. And once you start training, this is when you're going to start logging workouts. So as you can see here, I'm at the training portion for the mission, so I'm going to go to the training screen. And this is the part where you're going to start logging the workouts that you're doing. And so you can log cardio workouts, you can log strength workouts, or you can log more functional workouts. And the idea is that the more time that you spend working out, let's say that I decide to go for a 60-minute run, the more time that you spend working out, the more prepared you are going to be to go out on that mission. And so now that I logged a workout, I'm going to go back to the mission, my active mission that I'm on right now. And you're going to see that my readiness score has increased to 100. And the readier you are, the more likely you are to succeed, because you do have a chance of failing missions if it's below 100. And if you do end up failing, then you can always try again. But let's say, so that I'm ready right now to go on my mission, so I'm going to deploy on the mission. So I'm going to press deploy. And what's going to happen is it's going to show the success message, and it's going to show the resolution for the mission and how the story aspect of Ascended has progressed a little further. So I finished the mission, and I earned some gold from the mission. Oh, but I also leveled up. As you can see here, so the hunter is part of our path system. Our path system works much like the class system in a lot of RPGs, where how you like to work out defines what you are or not good at. So in a classic fantasy RPG, for instance, you've got your mages, you've got your warriors, you've got your rogues. Some classes are going to be better at doing certain things than others, and that actually comes into play with our mission system. So now I've switched over to a version of the mission system that's going to look a lot more closely like the final version that's in the app. And it's one of many features that we're overhauling or changing or just trying to refine to make as fun and engaging as possible before we release the app. So right now I'm on the mission board. And so I have a list of missions that I can choose to go on. So let's say I go on this first one. So I'll start reading through the introductory part of the mission and see what the story is about. And here I'm going to meet one of the characters that's part of our World of Arcadia. This is Captain Atwood. He's going to be one of the main characters that you're going to interact with and go on various missions as you level up. And so I'm going to read through it. There's going to be dialogue options as well. And so let's say I pick one and I keep reading through the introductory part of the mission. And the purpose of this mission is to go check on a ward beacon that's on the nearby mountain outside of the Nexus where you're training, just to see that it's still operational, because that ward beacon is important to warn everyone of potential invasions from the nearby country of Lycos. And so I'll tap through it. And then now I'm at the training part of the mission. And so it's going to work the same as the previous mission feature, where you start logging workouts and you're trying to get your readiness score up to 100. And as you can see here, there's additional bonuses you can get as well. There's your path bonus and your gear bonus. You know how I mentioned that our path system is very similar to the class system that you see in a lot of RPGs? You're going to get a bonus for certain missions that the bonuses are going to match thematically with what the mission is about. And so since this mission is about checking on a beacon, which is on a nearby mountain, there's going to be a lot of cardio involved. And since I tend to log a lot of cardio workouts, I really like to run right now, my path right now is the path of the Ranger. And so Rangers are just going to have a much easier time training and get ready for, doing this cardio focused mission. And so I got a bonus of 10, and then I got a bonus of 5 as well. And that gear bonus comes from buying more powerful equipment that you buy with the gold that you earn for missions. And so let's say that I get my readiness scored up to 100 and I'm ready to deploy. So I'll deploy, and because my readiness score was at 100, I am at the success part of the mission. And so I'll read through this part. I'll talk with Captain Atwood some more. And the thing is that because our app is so story focused, and because there's a cast of characters that are involved in these stories, you're going to end up learning a lot more about these characters, and they're going to be evolving and developing and growing beside you. And so by the end of this mission, you've ended up learning a little bit more about Captain Atwood and her history. So I finished the mission. I received some gold, go back to the mission board. And so as I mentioned, that you can buy more powerful equipment for your gear, in the final version of the app, you're actually going to be able to physically see the weapons and items that you've accrued over time. So in the final version, your avatar is actually going to be holding whatever weapon you've ended up purchasing. And in order to purchase items, you have to go to the shop. And so the shop, this is Syl Rathmore, the blacksmith, and one of the characters you're actually going to be going on a fair number of missions with. And you can purchase items from her. And as you can see, that at release, there's going to be 3 different types of weapons. There's going to be daggers, there's going to be swords, and there's going to be bows. And the types of weapons that you can equip and use actually depends on what your path is.